Hey guys, I'm Andrea and welcome to episode 27 of Careers Are Weird. It is the second week of November and I swear to you, I cannot comprehend how there's still people sending things to be done in 2024. Everything officially feels to me like a let's circle back in the new year kind of vibe. So I'm so lost here. So, where are we? It's the end of the year. December is pretty much a write off with so many people disappearing for holidays. So it just feels like everyone is trying to cram as many things as possible into November. And just physically and mentally, I can't. I haven't been able to. I'm just, no. Yeah. I honestly feel like there's been such a fabricated sense of urgency going on in most workplaces right now. And there's such a fine line between things we can do this side of the year and things we can't. And I'm feeling overwhelmed. I actually am because, this week at work, especially, I actually had a day where I truly felt like I need a mental health break before I actually kill somebody. And as you guys know, apparently violence in the workplace is frowned upon. So we have to do our best to get things done this side of the year. That's really it. We kind of just have to try. So today's episode is really just about breathing through till the end of the year because I don't want anyone else to get to the point I've been very close to, which is just basically saying screw it and quitting and giving up for the rest of the year. Because you know what? I've been struggling, and thankfully, you guys will be happy to know, I do have flights booked home to Jamaica for December. So yay! But I've still got 3 weeks of November to get through, and careers are only weird if we still have one and don't blow them up by rage quitting. But before we get into how to handle the pre-holiday ramp up and not rage quit, because this is a constructive podcast, let's have some fun with these new submissions for the Is There Anything Worse Than segment. You know what? I actually realized I think I need a jingle for this. Like, is there anything worse than la 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 la? But anyway, here's the segment. Number 1. Is there anything worse than being told you have to go into the office only to sit on Teams calls with people who didn't come into the office? It's like we're either all here for the meeting or we're all online. Like, there's no in between. That is so true. That's so annoying though. Like, they want you to come into the office because, there's better collaboration. But then you get there and then half of the people for the meeting that you're meant to be collaborating with are online. So it's still sitting in an office to have a Teams call with someone who's sitting beside you. Like, no. Number 2, is there anything worse than sitting to have lunch with your headphones in to have your boss come sit with their lunch too and want to start chatting? Oh, that's annoying. Because, you see, personally, I will do it with an audiobook. Like, if I need to, check out of reality, I will put on one of my audiobooks. And if you guys know me, it's more or less some sort of enemies to lovers romance novel. I just want to get lost in another world. I will put on an audiobook, put in my headphones, and sit to have my lunch. And if someone comes to talk to me, that's a problem. And look, if said boss wants to come and chat and they want to start chatting about, I don't know, personal, social, what your weekend plans are, that's I don't want to even say that's okay. That's still I have headphones on for a reason. But it's better than if they want to come in and start talking about work, like, oh, did you see this email from that person, blah blah blah. Like, no. There's nothing worse than that. Actually, I agree. Number 3, is there anything worse than sitting next to the coworker that smokes? Sure, they go outside to smoke, but the smell lingers on their clothes and their general vicinity. It's so gross and annoying. Yikes, that's just irritating, right? It's just, you're forced to suffer through it. Like, I'd ask to move. I would move seats. I would just be like, no, I don't want secondhand lung cancer. Yeah, report, violate. Not violate, just report and do not choose violence. However, that's gross. Yeah, I see that. Number 4, for my marketing hunts, is there anything worse than a client asking you to make something go viral? Wow. You know what? If you guys have a solution for this, if you do know how to make something go viral, tell me so that I can make careers or word go viral. But oh, that's such an icky request. Like there is nothing worse than that. Oh, let's just make it go viral. Oh, that's so gross. Number 5. Is there anything worse than watching someone who makes 5 times what you do struggle to select the right mic and speaker for a call they're hosting? The pandemic was in 2020. It's 2024. You've had 4 whole years to learn about virtual meetings. I can't anymore. It's so irritating because people are like, oh, these Zoom calls, these Teams rooms, they're so different. Bro. We started this in 2020. It is now 2024. If you still haven't figured out how to do it, at this point, you just don't want to. Just say you don't want to. Stop pretending like it's hard because we know it's not. Oh man, it is so sad to see how many of us go through the same things all for the sake of having a career. But hey, at least it makes for great content for this new segment. So keep sending in your stories, your questions, is there anything worse than submissions for the show? Because honestly, I enjoy reading them, and I hope some of you listening are just like, they're enjoying them. I just really hope that. The link to submit is in the show notes everywhere you're listening. And whilst you're listening, give the show a follow or a subscribe wherever you are, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. And yeah, rate it 5 stars if you can. Pretty please. All right, so serious matters now. It's the middle of November. Mariah has defrosted and we're at work. So how do we actually manage the Q4 urgency without sacrificing your well-being? Number 1, and I'll always say, actually, pre-disclaimer, guys, this is how I'm handling it because I'm currently overwhelmed and I'm currently stressed out. And so how to manage Q4 urgency is, we can also retitle that, How Andrea is Managing Q4 Urgency. So, number 1, and I'll always say it, try as hard as you can to leave on time. Because you know what? Careers are weird and work is endless, and the work will still be there tomorrow. It's super unlikely that you'll ever finish everything to the extent that if you stayed late and did it all today, that you'd have absolutely nothing to do tomorrow. So just accept that the work will still be there tomorrow. Number 2, you cannot do absolutely everything. Prioritize, delegate, and just share the workload. It's hard to do that, especially as a perfectionist, but it's the end of the year. We are all tired with a capital T. So just, you know what? Getting it done at this point is better than getting it perfect. Just share the workload. Number 3, make a plan for the holidays, just so there's something to look forward to. It's like, there's a reason that I'm struggling through this right now. We're humans, and let's be real, we all like nice things to look forward to. For me, December is both birthday and Christmas, and taking some seriously deep breaths at work and biting my tongue on some stuff last week has 100% only been possible because it's like, breathe, Andrea, you're going home, 19 days till you fly, let it be, let it pass, just breathe and smile, you are okay, hon. Believe me, just make a plan for the holidays, something to look forward to. It can just help knowing that this period of insanity will pass. And number 4, take smoke breaks throughout the day. And if you don't understand that reference, you have to go back and listen to episode 20 so you do get it. But it's easy to get swept up in the rush and feel like you have to power through. But taking even 5 minutes every hour and a half to just step away, stretch, and rehydrate, that can reset your mind and actually help you prevent some of this burnout that I feel like a lot of us are feeling. You'll be sharper, you'll be less stressed, and if you keep these mini resets going throughout the day, you'll feel a little bit better. So yes, it's busy, it's crunch time, but 5 minutes away from your desk or your screen is not what's about to make or break our careers. Wow. Okay, so this is a short episode. I just looked at the recording timer here, and I think it comes from the fact that I'm exhausted. Work is busy. My career is weird. I have a whole bunch going on personally in regards to this super weird career and just life. And running this podcast is hard work. And you know what? It's the end of the year. People have things to do. So if you're still listening to Curse or Weird in the middle of November in your busy period, just thank you. Like, oh my God, thank you so much. Time is even more precious this time of the year. So thank you for listening. I hope this has been helpful and useful, and that the Is There Anything Worse Than segments made you laugh, and you're just finding ways to smile through your careers as you close out what I hope has been an epic year for you and your career and your own career growth. I appreciate you guys a lot, and new episodes are out every Wednesday. So until then, stay weird and stay ambitious, my friends.